Que bueno, mi gente. Hope everybody has been well. Your boy Calix here. Mikey Garcia versus Adrien Broner. And it was a good step up for Mikey Garcia moving up in weight, trying to get acclimated to the division, trying to figure out what division he's going to be competing in. A little schizophrenic right now on the weight divisions. But he is moving up. He's naturally getting heavier. And this was a good step up for him, getting acclimated to 140, fighting a legitimate top 10 140-pound guy, a guy who's been at 147 for a while, Adrien Broner, but has gone between 147 and 140, and it's a decent fighter at 140. It is what it is with Broner at this point, and I was the first one on here. Let's be honest. I'm gonna pat myself on the back again. I was the first one 5 years ago saying Adrien Broner is not that great of a fighter. He's just not. And decent fighter, but nothing special about him. People were trying to make him out to be the next Floyd Mayweather. He was top 10 on everybody's pound for pound list. It was getting ridiculous with the guy, and had to pipe people down a little bit. And people are now seeing what I've been seeing about Adrien Broner for 5 years now. That being said, still a good win by Mikey Garcia, being that he's still getting his feet wet in these higher weight classes. And Broner was a good step up for him. It was a good way of testing where his power is at the weight. Is his power going to move up with him? Broner can still bang. Broner still has some punching power. So will his chin hold up at 140 at the higher weight classes? And he passed with flying colors. On my card, it was 120 to 108. I thought the scorecards were terrible. I mean, if Adrien Broner would have actually won a couple rounds in this fight, he might have won the fight on scorecards. 116 to 112. Can somebody please find me 4 rounds that Broner won in this fight? It's ridiculous. But Mike Garcia, I thought he did a great job of cutting off the ring. Great job of being active. Garcia is not a guy who has active punch output. I mean, he's a guy who's usually around 400, 500 punches per fight. He was at about 800 in this fight. So when's the last time you saw Mike Garcia throw 70 punches per round? And it's because they knew the blueprint. Paulie Malignaggi laid out the blueprint 3-4 years ago. Anybody who's active against Adrien Broner is going to win the fight on activity alone, because Adrien Broner just is not an active fighter in there. He lays back. This notion that Adrien Broner is a great counterpuncher, I still hear people saying it, and he's not. He's not a counterpuncher at all. He's going to let you get off his shots, Arthur Abraham style, and he's going to wait for you to finish punching before he even throws anything. So Malignaggi showed the blueprint years ago, in that as long as you're throwing punches, you're safe in there against Broner. Just be active, throw your punches. He's going to let you get off your punches, and then he's going to have these 30-minute spurts to where he's active. But other than that, if you're active for the other 2.5 minutes, you're going to win the round. And Mikey Garcia, he learned that from Robert Garcia and Marcos Maidana, obviously, because they fought Broner before. If you're active against this guy, he's going to let you be active. He's going to let you score your points, and you're going to win the fight. And that's what Mikey Garcia did. Did a great job of cutting off the ring. Did a great job of staying active. Did a great job of keeping Broner honest. His punching power was good enough to keep Broner honest. So just a good all-around performance by Mikey Garcia. Broner is who he is, and Broner's going to keep getting fights against elite fighters because he's a vulnerable fighter, and he's a name. So he's going to be an easy win for any elite fighter, and that gives them a name on their resume because for whatever reason, Adrien Broner is a name. So it is what it is with that. And as far as Mikey Garcia goes, everybody wants to see Mikey Garcia versus Terence Crawford at 140, but boxing politics will continue to rear its ugly head and get in the way, and we won't see that fight. You have a better chance of seeing Crawford versus Broner, to be honest. But the Cold War is going to get in the way, and Garcia and Crawford will not get in the ring with each other anytime soon. They're going to let that one build up. Heyman and Arum are going to work together, though, and get that fight done. So you're probably more likely to see, after Crawford wins his fight this weekend, Crawford versus Horn, To be honest, Aaron's pushing for that one already, and I don't know where Garcia goes. To be honest, if he goes back down to 135, he stays at 140. I don't think they're going to go up to 147 yet, but we'll see. We'll see. They're trying to go Lomachenko into a fight at 135. We'll see if that happens as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They're going to have to get creative with Mikey Garcia. There's not much at 140, to be honest, other than Crawford. So we'll see what happens with Garcia. But overall, really good performance by him. Good step up. Good step up in weight. Getting acclimated to 140. Beat a decent fighter. Beat a name, got a name on his resume, and won every round. Schooled him, in my opinion, and won it on activity, won it on technical boxing skill that we all know he has, and it was a fun performance by his terms, because he's usually a guy like Tim Duncan who's so technical that it can become boring and robotic at points, and wasn't that so much in this fight. Stepped up the output and went to the body and actually tried to hurt Broner late in the fight. So props to Mikey Garcia. Looking forward to seeing where he goes in the future. Looks to have the potential of being a special fighter. I'm out. Peace.